Hi everyone, welcome back to Sandy Hill Camp Around the World. My name is Lewis, and this week we're going to be looking at Scotland. I have so many interesting things to tell you about Scotland over the rest of this week, but today I'm going to give you a brief introduction onto our location, our flag, and then a few more interesting facts about Scotland. So I want to start off by addressing a very serious issue. So I've been a counsellor at camp for the last 2 years now, and whenever I tell someone that I'm from Scotland, they're like, "Oh, cool, so that's from England, yeah?" No. And I finally have a chance to address this issue. So here in the United Kingdom, we're a part of Europe. We're on the east side of the continent, and the United Kingdom is made up of 4 countries. On the mainland, we have Scotland right up at the top at the north. Just below us is England, and to the west of England is Wales. We also, just to the west of the mainland, have Northern Ireland and then the Republic of Ireland on a separate piece of land, but the Republic of Ireland is not a part of the UK. So Scotland is a totally separate country from England, and I really hope you guys can remember that. It's a common misconception in the whole of the US, a lot of people think that, so now you guys know better. In Scotland, we actually have 2 flags, one of which is the Lion Rampant, which is a red lion on a yellow background, but the second one, which you'll see most of the time, is the Saltire, which is a white flag with a blue background. Now the Saltire actually came from quite near me, in a place called Athelstan Ford, which is in East Lothian, which is in the east coast of Scotland. Now this used to belong to the English, and a guy named King Angus once led an army of Scottish people in to try and take this back. And just before they did this, they started praying. And when they prayed, a white cross made out of clouds appeared in the sky. And King Angus said right there and then that if they were to win Athelstan Ford back and get East Lothian back for the Scottish, then that would be our new flag. They did win, and ever since then this is the flag that we've been using. In the UK, our main language and our official language is English, but in Wales there's a lot of people that speak Welsh, and in Scotland there's still a few people around that speak Gaelic. But mainly we speak English. However, there's a few differences between the English that we speak and you guys speak. Mainly we have a few extra U's in some of our words, like favourite or colour. One thing I thought I'd talk to you guys about is the fantastic weather that we have here in Scotland. At the moment it is raining, and it has been for the last week. Unfortunately, I wanted to film some of this outside, but I can't, just because it's been raining the entire time and I don't want to ruin my phone. It's also about 16 degrees Celsius outside, which turns around to about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So in the summer here in Scotland, it's really going to vary from about 60 degrees Fahrenheit up to about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It's never going to get much higher than 75, so when I come over to camp, I'm experiencing kind of like your 90 to 100 Fahrenheit days. That's a total different thing for me. I really struggle to cope, so it's a good job that we've got the waterfront there. We can try and keep us Scottish councillors nice and cool. One other thing that I thought I'd talk about is what we wear. So whenever I tell anyone at camp that I'm Scottish, quite often the first thing that they ask me is whether or not I have a kilt. Now I do have a kilt, yeah, but a kilt isn't what maybe you guys all think it is, where it's something that everyone walks around in Scotland all the time and we're just all walking around in our kilts. But it is something that quite often we'll use for the formal dress. So if someone's got a wedding, a lot of people even get married in their kilt, or maybe you're going to your prom, or some kind of formal dance. A lot of people from Scotland will wear a kilt. Now, I might try and wear my kilt on day 3 when we're doing our shortbread recipe, and I'll go over what's going to be in that soon, so keep an eye out for that. Cool, so I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Scotland today. Just before you go though, I've got 2 things that I'd like you to do. One, when I'm at camp, so many of you guys all the time are telling me about your Scottish relatives. Maybe your parents came from Scotland and went over to the US, or maybe your grandparents were from Scotland. So if you've got anyone from Scotland that's in your family, if you're watching this on Instagram or YouTube maybe, leave it in the comments, let me know who you know from Scotland, or maybe you're even part Scottish yourself. It would be great to find out about that. Another thing is a little question. Most countries have a national animal. So in the US, your national animal is the bald eagle. So one question for you guys, and if you think you know the answer, you can leave it in the comments. What is our national animal? What's the national animal of Scotland? And I'll give you a hint. It's pretty cool. So thank you so much for coming by and learning a little bit about Scotland today, and I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow, where tomorrow we'll be looking at some of the best places you could visit in Scotland. So if you ever came to Scotland, the best places you could go. I'll see you then. Goodbye.